Okay, so there's this really cool feature in Google Chrome that is hidden within flags that allows you to mute the audio in the tab. And I just want to really quickly run through how you enable this and also how you use it. So the first thing you want to do is you want to go up here in your address bar, also sometimes called within Google or Google Chrome the omnibar. I still call it the address bar. I use the old nomenclature on that. And you want to type in what you see here. You want to type in Chrome : / flags without any spaces and all lowercase, and hit enter. When you hit enter, it's going to take you to this page here. This is the hidden toggles that you can use to enable or disable features. There's tons of stuff in here. I'm not going to go into all of them. I'm just focusing on one right now. So these are your flags, and what you're going to do is you're going to press and hold the control key on your keyboard and hit F. And that's going to look over here at the top right hand side. That's going to enable your find feature that you can use in any page to find a word. And you're just going to type in muting. And this is going to take you right down to the toggle here. And you're going to enable this toggle. And then it's going to prompt you to relaunch the browser. And we're going to tell it to relaunch, and it will automatically relaunch on its own. So now this toggle is enabled. So what we can do is we can go to YouTube, for example. Now I'll give you full warning that my screen capture program only lets me take the audio input from my microphone. It doesn't let me take the audio input from the sound card, which in this case is my headset. So when I go to launch this YouTube video, you're not going to hear the sound from the YouTube video, but it doesn't matter. This is just to show you how this feature works. So I'm going to launch a couple, we'll say 3 tabs with YouTube. This works with any web page that has any sound playing in it. So the usefulness of this is that if you are like me and you are, for example, if we open this up and we have, there we go, we have this over here and we have news open. So if I have my news open and I'm just right clicking and opening links in new tabs, it's going to open all of these news stories that I'm wanting to read in these new tabs. So a lot of times you will have a video embedded in a web page. Sometimes it's advertising content, so you'll see like a little advertising content and things over here, and they'll have videos in them, and all of this stuff will automatically play, and you'll be hearing sound playing in some other tab while you're trying to read something or do something in a different tab. It's incredibly distracting. It's incredibly annoying, frankly. So to show this in a YouTube video, since this is something that I know will have sound content, and again, you're not going to hear it, we're just going to launch this video, the same video, in multiple tabs. So right now, what I'm hearing, and you're not going to be able to hear, is I hear the same video playing 3 times out of sync, and it's incredibly annoying. Now what you'll see is, up here, the little speaker symbol pop up, and when I hover over it, you notice the little, you know, no symbol, like the no smoking symbol kind of thing, will show up kind of grayed out a little bit over that. So what I can do is I can just give a single left click to that symbol, and you'll see that it holds and also is darker, that speaker symbol. That means that the audio is now muted, and I can do that in all of the other tabs without having to actually go to that tab. So I can stay here and I can continue to be on that tab reading whatever I'm reading or doing whatever I'm doing, and I can mute the audio in the other tabs. Now I can also hover my mouse over the tab that I'm wanting to mute or unmute, and I can do a right click, which opens up the right click menu. It's just one single right click. Remember, there's no such thing as a double right click to my knowledge. Never encountered it in 20-25 years using computers. And you have this right click menu option, and you can mute or unmute, which in this case we're going to unmute that same way. So that's just two ways of doing the same thing. Obviously, the easiest way to do it is to just give a single left click to the speaker icon. And you'll notice that it only shows the speaker icon if there is audio available for the tab. When this gets to the end of this video, which you should see, unless it goes to a different video, is you should see the audio icon disappear. When this next video starts, it will reappear. So that also is a useful way of knowing if there's audio playing in the tab at all or not. Now, if it were muted, and I'm not sure why it's like this, but if it's muted, even when the audio cuts out, it will remain with that icon and with it crossed out. I guess to indicate that it's muted, so that you know that you're not hearing anything because you've muted it, and not because there's no audio. That would be my guess about why they've structured it that way. So that's a really useful feature. Particularly, like I said, if you're used to having multiple tabs open at the same time and you've encountered the situation like I have where umpteen different tabs are all playing audio at the same time and you just want to get them all to shut up really quickly without having to go into each tab, find where the audio is playing from, and click like a mute icon in the video or what have you. And that's assuming, again, with some of the advertising content and things that'll be playing audio, you can't a lot of times mute that in the page itself, but you can mute it up here. So that's a really useful tool, and I hope that everybody that watches this video, all 5 people that I'm going to share it to on Facebook, because I don't have tons, I don't friend 9,000 people, but people that I am going to share this with will hopefully find this useful. One thing I will say, and let me just close these tabs out real quick. One thing I will say is I am not aware of this feature in any other browser. I can look. For example, I can look in Firefox. I can check on Vivaldi, some of these other more obscure browsers that I use. I'm not sure if this feature exists in Microsoft Edge, which is the new browser coming up in Windows 10. I don't know if it exists in Internet Explorer. I don't know if you can do that in any other browser. I haven't really checked, but most people, according to statistics and everything, are using Google Chrome. So this is going to be pertaining to the browser that most people are using. So just to kind of recap real quick, even though I don't guess I really need to because you can rewind the video, you're going to type in up at the top here in the address bar, you would type Chrome : so Chrome and in my case it autofills Chrome : / flags, and let me just get out of that, and you would hit Control F to open up your search box, for your find option, and you would type in muting, and that would bump you right down to the toggle, and you're going to enable that flag, and then you will relaunch the browser, and that's all you got to do to enable it. And then to use it, obviously, like I said, you would just give a single left click to the speaker icon, and you've got it muted. Give another left click to the speaker icon, and you unmute it. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward.